Hey, what's up guys, MKBHD here. Airpods Pro. I guess a lot of people care about these. AirPods became the most popular headphones on planet Earth pretty quickly, within about 2 or 3 years of them coming out. So let's start with the new design, the ever so memeable new design. I think they're fine. I'm not really in love with any earbud design at the moment, so really any improvement from AirPods 2 is good to see. So the stems here are shorter, which is good. It technically brings the microphone further from your mouth, but they sound just as good for phone calls. Then at the bottom of the stem, you have a force sensor instead of touch sensor now. So you're squeezing to play pause, double squeezing to move to the next track, long squeeze to turn on noise cancellation. It was annoying at first because the shorter stem is a bit closer to the side of your head the way they fit, but then I got used to just squeezing the sides normally. The most important difference with AirPods Pro is the silicone ear tips instead of the hard plastic going into your ears. Turns out to be a major win for a lot of people like me who literally can't wear regular AirPods for more than about 3 minutes before they're just sliding out. These actually stay in my ears. I can walk around, move more than normal, work out, and they create a nice little seal, and that's already a big functional difference. But the important thing for earbuds people is that the seal isn't uncomfortable, so typically when you put earbuds like this into your ears, you're also pushing air into your ear too, which can be uncomfortable because it creates a bit of pressure there. But with AirPods Pro, the pass-through cutout that lets air through equalizes pressure, and by the time you're wearing them, it honestly makes it easy to forget you're wearing earbuds, even for someone like me who doesn't wear earbuds very often, which is impressive. So you get them in your ear, they're comfortable, they've solved the first major problem, which is staying in your ear. The next question is, how do they sound? So I have 2 answers. When the noise cancellation is off, they sound just like regular AirPods, they're fine. When noise cancellation is on, they do sound dramatically better. AirPods Pro get really loud to the point where I never need them at full volume, and most, if not all, the improvements in the actual sound are as a direct result of you having a decent seal now instead of no seal at all before. That being said, let's talk about that noise cancellation. This is its biggest strength. So there's 3 modes: noise canceling, off, and transparency mode. And the noise cancellation is really impressive to me with earbuds. They do well in noisy environments, but they're at their best with, more consistent white noise. Then there is transparency mode, which I almost was equally impressed by. So it uses the microphones built in to pass through audio around you, and it's this really natural sounding pass through with maybe a little bit of hiss or exaggeration at the high end, but in general it sounds like you're just not wearing anything in your ears at all, which makes it easy to forget that you're wearing them. And then there's the regular just on mode in the middle, which doesn't really do anything crazy with noise cancellation or transparency. It just turns the earbuds on and saves a bit of battery. This one just sounds like you're wearing AirPods with silicone tips. Not amazing sound, but you do have a little bit better of a seal than you typically would. For battery overall for AirPods Pro, Apple says 4.5 hours with noise canceling or transparency on, 5 hours with noise canceling off. I kept it on all the time. I got about 4 hours. That's not a full flight sometimes, which is interesting, but the quick charge in the case is at least convenient, so if you do get low, you can plug in for a couple minutes and get an hour of charge out of that, and they charge via Lightning. So, a couple other FAQs. Number 1, do they work with Android? Yes. Now they will again not be the best for Android. They lose some of the convenience features, the autoplay pause, the Siri, of course, integration, but they do work as Bluetooth earbuds. Can you use third-party custom silicone tips or replace them with foam tips that you might like better? No. As far as I know, this connection between the earbud is actually proprietary. So definitely try not to lose them because you're stuck with what comes in the box, or you can go for the $4 replacement tips straight from Apple. Surprisingly reasonably priced. Are they good for workouts? Sure. I've done it. They are sweat-proof. Technically, they're IPX4 water-resistant, which means you can sweat on them, and they survived for me. But if I was looking specifically for workout headphones, I would look more towards something like the Powerbeats Pro, which will specifically stay in my ear better and get beat up more and be fine. But if you want just one pair of earbuds to be fine for everything, yes, these will survive a workout better than the previous AirPods. So then, are AirPods Pro the best wireless earbuds? Yes, but no. But yes, but no. Like, there are headphones that sound better. The Sony WF-1000 XM3s, for example. Terrible name. These do sound better than the AirPods. They also have better noise cancellation than AirPods Pro. They also have a longer battery life than AirPods Pro. They also have better customization in their app than AirPods Pro. Like, these are technically better headphones for sure, but the AirPods Pro nail so many things about everyday use, like the case size for one, that's a pretty dramatic difference. And also, as dumb as these might look, there are some other designs that are way dumber, and you do get used to the stock thing, and it just ends up being natural. And of course, the fast charging is convenient, and the H1 chip so that it pairs instantly with any iPhone you want, and then the rest of the Apple ecosystem, and it blending in with iOS 13 so well, all this stuff more than makes up for it. They're not audiophile grade headphones. They're not great dedicated workout headphones. They're not the perfect headphones for flying, But if I could only pick one pair of earbuds to do all of this stuff with, I would pick AirPods Pro. And a lot of people are going to make that choice. They're imperfectly perfect. Is that a word? That's probably not a word, but you know what? That's still going to be the title. So that's been it. That's my AirPods Pro review. They're really good. And just for fun, since y'all made it this far, if you head over to Twitter, I'm going to be giving away a second pair of AirPods, so you can check these out. I'm going to give away this pair of debranded AirPods Pro. Of course, the headphones and the case only come in white, so you might as well get some color going and customize the case so you know exactly which one's yours when they start showing up everywhere. Details will be below. But yeah, sometime in the next 24 hours, look for that tweet. That's been it. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.
Hotly anticipated. Now, of course, they use the word pro with these. These are the AirPods Pro. It certainly is more pro than the other version. Nonetheless, here they are. They're sitting in front of us. They come with the pro price tag. This is $249, $250. You skip the $1, makes it look like less. Well, what are the differences? Well, obviously, with the Pro name, you're expecting to have improved sound quality here. By nature of the design, that should be a given. You have interchangeable ear tips, so maybe the one that's pre-installed is not perfect for you, you swap it out. In fact, apparently, right within the pairing process through Apple's proprietary chip and software, there's even a fit component to the setup process. Of course, active noise canceling in here, you get none of that action with the regular AirPods, and you have the transparency mode, which lets you use the external microphones typically used for noise canceling to hear your surroundings. I'm a big fan of that, Will.
Are you?
Been a fan. So they wanted to make it clear on the retail packaging, the Pro also capable of wireless charging. You're not giving that up. Look at this frustration-free packaging. And we pop this one open and it's a much bigger earbud. It's a different look. The stem portion is a bit shorter, as you can see there. The earbud portion is larger on the Pro model. All right, so here's the magic part, the H1 chip at work. You flip it open, you should see it right away. Look at that. Oh, and it spins around. Oh, I love the fact that I just spent $249.
Yeah, no.
I'm not angry at all. Okay, cool. So I wanted to show this part off as well. The ear tip fit test. There is an ear tip fit test. I'm gonna try it out, all right? I would say it's a good fit. This medium, I would say it's already a good fit. Oh, all right, it's happy. That's it, I was right. Medium works. You can control your noise control from here also. Noise cancellation. Ooh. Now I'm gonna try transparency mode. Okay, now, ooh, this feeds audio from the microphones inside of the earbuds, typically used for noise cancellation. It feeds it through to you, so it's almost like an amplification of your surroundings and your own voice. So you speak to me right now, Will.
So you get high definition.
Yeah, I got you
sound.
right now. This is a killer feature. Some tunes here. Okay, louder, way louder. Apple's gonna make a lot of people happy. You pop this in the pocket, you flip it open, it's all part of the experience. Well, this is gonna bring way more people into the noise canceling realm in the first place. But I also hear your argument if you're saying I can do better for $249. Yeah, maybe, yeah, probably. But I think where this whole package comes together is when you look at all the elements. When you look at the case, you look at the H1 chip, you look at how your iPhone interacts with the product, all the little icons and animations, all the little things, it adds up to the overall package. Apple's gonna sell a boatload of them, and you might buy them.
Hello, beautiful. What's up, guys? Everything Apple Pro here, and today we got our hands on the AirPods Pro. So of course, Apple doesn't want to send me them early, but on launch day, let's check these bad boys out. So these are technically AirPods 3 generation-wise, although they're an entirely separate line. Overall, though, very reminiscent of AirPods 2 here, pretty much same design, and they already look smaller over here. Cool, AirPods Pro, wireless charging case. Interesting that they need to note that because you can't really buy it without one, but okay. So far, pretty much the same unboxing experience, and here are the AirPods Pro. So it's a little more egg-shaped. Casing is definitely interesting, but pretty much like 15% larger here. Still has the LED in front, although it's backed by a white insert. It's not really black inside. Interesting, okay. Of course, we still have lightning on the bottom, so Apple isn't making the transition to USB-C yet, although we have heard rumors before of USB-C AirPods happening in the future, most likely. And on the back, a similar material, matte feeling as AirPods 2, just a bigger hinge here. And of course, the pairing button. And, ooh, nice. The thing about like the renders and actually seeing these in pictures is it doesn't really justify the design in person. Wow, that's definitely interesting. They're very tiny, very short. So in comparison to the original AirPods, they are definitely shorter, more stout, chunkier, but the stem itself is shorter, the antenna, if you will. And I think that that's more aesthetically pleasing to me, definitely, than having this stick out of your ear. I remember how ridiculous feeling this was originally when they just came out, but now it's just normal. So this improves on that. And let's take a look at that design. So I always love seeing the little tiny things that Apple does. Now on the side here, we have the force sensor, which doesn't actually have any 3D touch element to it. From what I hear, it just reproduces a sound inside when you press it to emulate a click. On the bottom, the actual stems are more efficient now. They're just a very small contact point on the left and right, and there's a microphone built in. So that's Apple's fashion right there to constantly improve and make the design more efficient, simpler. I love it. Now there's an actual sensor in this black area right here, so they combined this area, very clean. So instead of having those two elements being separate, I love that about Apple, constantly refining, constantly improving. And I'm assuming this sensor here gets replaced here. And of course we have our text in the same area as the original AirPods. Now let's see about removing these tips. So, oh wow, that's quite a bit of force that holds those in there. Not perfectly round. I thought they were, but no. And that just pops back in, and wow, it's actually a lot less effort to put it back in than it is to remove it. Okay, no response right away, but there's that one, AirPods Pro, the familiar animations, and connect. It's that simple, and they're now connected. So it does give you this little tutorial. This is new. The media controls. Press once to play pause, twice to skip, and then 3 times to go back, and then noise control. You press and hold the force sensor to enable the transparency mode. And then of course you have the additional controls in the control center. Let's test out that fit. Without even trying out the other tips, I'm assuming these are the ones for me. They seal the ear canal passage pretty much perfectly. Like, sounds very strange. So in the control center, you have these ping pong paddles now. Really funny looking icon. And there's noise cancellation. Let's try transparency mode. Oh, wow, that is strange. It's like talking to yourself in an echo chamber, but it sounds really good. So with Kanye's new album here, I can hear things outside of the music I'm playing, but at the same time hear the music. It's the coolest thing. I say that alone is worth $50. In fact, it can probably keep you safe even in traffic, walking around in public. Maybe someone's trying to get your attention, or maybe you're passively trying to listen to someone while still enjoying your music. You could do that with these. That is cool. I didn't think I'd like that much. Okay, then you can turn noise cancellation off. Oh, wow. That is such a big difference. I am genuinely shocked at how good that is. You can make them fall out, but it's not easy to do. I'd say with regular AirPods, it's probably, oh no. Nope. Both stay in your ear fairly well. Well, this one you really have to seal off and push them in there for them not to fall out. I don't think that'll be an issue at all. Let me test out that force sensor though. Ooh, the click is so subtle. It plays a little click noise effect into your ear. It's so interesting, man, how they emulated a real click even though nothing is being depressed on the plastic. And then double tap, triple tap, and then you hold the force sensor to enable transparency mode. There's a nice sound effect when that disables and enables. It works. That's probably my favorite feature, the force sensor / transparency mode. Apple has killed it. That alone is worth $50 for me. Ear tip fit test. So this does a quick algorithm determining, oh yeah, good seal. If there's a good seal, it uses both microphones. And this is really brilliant thinking right here. I love this. So medium seems to be the one for me, but I do want to see if we do use the wrong fit, will it be able to determine that? Let's see what it says with the not good tip fit set. Oh, it says good seal too. So I guess I could use either or, one of those large, just for the heck of it. I want to see it say bad seal. Let's see what it says. Adjust or try a different ear tip. Man, are my ears different sizes? No. Okay, now it says good seal. So I guess it isn't always accurate, or my ears are very adjustable, but I'm assuming medium works best for me here. That's good engineering. I can't believe they were able to get this down to such an exact science, that click. Amazing work. So at this point, would I prefer them over AirPods 2? Absolutely. The transparency mode just sold me. The sound quality is fantastic. It's obviously more isolated, and let's go out on the deck and see if I can actually hear my music better. Oh, it creates this weird popping noise. But most definitely, I cannot hear the background noise. It's just me and my music, as it should be. In the box, you get a USB-C to Lightning cable, which means if you don't have the new iPhone 11 or 11 Pro or the new iPad with the 18-watt power block, you will not be able to charge your new AirPods. So keep that in mind. That's an extra $29 on top of the $249 that Apple's already asking for. Otherwise, closing thoughts, guys, I love them. The design, it's a little freaky at first, but you'll get into it, trust me. The sound is worth it. The new transparency mode is great. I love the force sensor. You know, this is the AirPod upgrade we've all been waiting for and we all wanted. No health sensors of any kind, which is surprising. We were hearing about that. But overall, a great upgrade and worth the $50 in every way.